Good afternoon. I'm Ashley De Silva with Seven Oaks Science in the Lebanon Community School District. And first of all, I'd like to say thank you so very much for volunteering with our science fair. It's a beautiful tradition that the Health Career Ladder and other people from Western University have participated in for the last 5 or 6 years. And it really helps our students learn science and their families celebrate their work. So thank you. I'm going to spend a few minutes today talking about what to expect when you actually come over on our science fair date, which this year is Friday, February 8th. And our doors open to parents and families at 5 p.m. So if you can arrive by 4:30, we'll be able to get you ready with all those preparation steps. Okay. When you come over at that 4:30 time, the location you're going to want to come to is what is called our old gym. You can ask at the office, or there probably will be some science teachers hanging around close to that old gym, and there are doors that can let you into that. When you come in, the entire old gym will be covered in tables and covered in posters, just like the ones that you see behind me. They'll be organized by our 3 different grades. All of our grades are participating, the 6th graders for their very first time, starting to learn about how to collect scientific data, how to do data tables and graphs. Theirs is a shortened project. And our 7th and 8th grade, who are exploring the scientific process in greater depth. When you arrive at 4:30, you'll get into a partnership so that there's 2 of you moving through the tables together. You will receive a schedule of students that you will be interviewing. Some of you will be interviewing 7th and 8th graders, and you'll get a clipboard that looks like this. You'll be looking for posters, and you'll be looking for ribbons on those posters. They come in either red for the 8th grade or blue for our 7th grade. Each of our grade levels will be judged separately, and we'll be declaring winners and doing interviews for each of those grade levels. For those of you who are doing 7th and 8th grade, you'll receive a schedule that includes some 10-minute interviews, and you can spend that time in between 4:30 and 5 o'clock traveling through the fair with your partner, locating the students' projects that you will be interviewing. You'll be interviewing them based on this very rigorous judging checklist, and you'll be looking for the students who have many of the things that are on this list. Students are not expected to have all of them, and so that is why there are so many upon this tally. There is a standardized way that most of the posters will be set up, which you have been provided by me through email, and so you'll be able to locate those items probably easily, but those might be some of the clarifying questions that you might ask students. If you do have students that are absent, you can judge based on just their poster, though that obviously is more difficult. All right. If you are instead doing the 6th grade interviews, you get a set of fun interview questions. These are students' first experiences with science, and so we want to focus just on having some congratulatory conversations with them. Those are 5 minutes, and you get to pick from some questions that are on here. How did you decide on your project? What's the comparison you set up? How did you measure your results? And what did you learn from this, and what could be a good experiment to do next? Our 6th graders are not eligible for a regional science fair yet because some of them are under the age of 12. And so they get a shortened version. They will get ribbons. They will get awards, but they will not be able to move on to that next level. That's part of why they have the shorter interview. So you'll travel through. The first one of these interviews will take place at 5:05, right after we open those doors. The last ones will end up around 6:30. After that, you have some time to tally scores, to talk to each other. We will determine our different medal winners for the night, which traditionally the representatives from the medical school get to present with my assistance with pronouncing some names. And then that is also a good opportunity to promote the Lebanon Health Career Ladder or medical careers as a possibility for the future. We tend to end up right around 7 o'clock for our finishing time for the night. If you have any questions right now, please feel free to email me. If you have any questions the night of, you can certainly bring those with you at that 4:30 time, and I would be happy to answer those up. My name again is Ashley DeSilva. I'm here at Seven Oak Middle School, and I have that great big long email like all the teachers do, ashley.desilva@lebanongat.k12.or.us. And thanks again for helping us out for another year of our school science fair.